halving, at least, the cooking time because you're steaming the turkey, is that right?
You part steam and you brown. So you're part roasting, part steaming, but also you could, for a 5 to 6 kilo weight bird, you can have the bird raw at 10 o'clock and you can eat lunch at 1.
Yeah, and I didn't believe you the first year, but you can. It's
very simple.
Right. And it's very precise, this,
Right, this
isn't
is roughly about 5.5 kilos, and it is stuffed. A lot of people say you can't stuff the turkey anymore. I always stuff my turkey, and we used to do 2 stuffings, one in the neck cavity and one in the body cavity.
I thought you were told, don't stuff it, because then the hot air can't get in and circulate.
It's rubbish.
It's rubbish.
As long as you cook it right, it will be fine. All it is the amount of time you cook it for. The trouble is, because it's such a lean bird, what happens is it tends to dry out and becomes almost like blotting paper.
And that's why a lot of people don't like turkey.
Exactly.
It's too dry.
And do you know what, Ruth, they cook it once a year, so there's no practice.
Now, show people what's underneath.
Right. In here, this is a 5.5 kilo bird. It is stuffed, you can see that there. Stuffed it fully with an apricot stuffing, recipe on the website. Underneath, I've got any vegetables you like, root vegetables. I've got a bit of celery, a bit of leek, a bit of carrot, big chunks, and you sit it onto that.
Yeah, so you're making a bed of vegetables and you sit your turkey on top.
Right, and they're purely because that's going to be the gravy at the end.
I know, and
so
it's
that
delicious.
is what it is. We're going to come and taste in a second. So that's on there, and you'll see it's boiling. I've put it onto a stove, and I've added boiling water, about 2.5 centimetres, and then I add white wine. If you don't have to add white wine, it's really up to you.
That's good for the gravy.
It is, but if you don't want to have white wine, sometimes I put a little bit of grape juice in sometimes as well.
Now, can I say, did you measure the water? Because I did do this one year and I got a bit above myself and thought, I know what I'm doing now, I don't need to measure it all out. And I sloshed the water in, and actually, when I think I put too much in, and when I took the foil off, all the skin had come off the turkey because I'd obviously over-steamed.
Right, there's 2 reasons for that. Yes, there's probably too much liquid. You may have overcooked it to start with, but also, and we'll come on to it in a second, if you, because that's quite dry, when you actually put the foil on, if you oil the inside of the foil, put it on, it stops it sticking.
Doesn't stick,
and it won't pull the skin off. But also...
But you've got, what, about an inch of water
About
in
an inch and a half, about 3 or 4 centimetres,
right.
a bit of wine, and then I'll just add 2 stock cubes. In that goes. No salt, no peppers needed. Just put it into like that.
Right.
Now, what you need to do is pop it onto a stove, like this one here, and you need to boil that once the foil's on for 5 minutes. Hear it bubbling, and give it 5 minutes, OK?
And that is crucial, because it's got to be really hot when you put it in the oven.
Yes, because as soon as you put that into the oven, at 200 degrees gas 6, that will then carry on cooking. If that's cold and that's cold, that puts nearly 2 hours on the cooking time. OK? Now...
So it's got to be bubbling.
Yeah. Right. Now, if you've got an induction hob, if you haven't got a pan that works, you can put the pan on the stove or on the side, add boiling water to it and wrap it up straight away. But you need to add nearly an hour to the cooking time.
OK.
Right. So, what I'm going to do next is, as I said earlier, just add a little touch of any oil or butter will do. Not a lot, in it goes. And just smooth it over the foil like so. It's only the...
Yeah, I didn't do that, so that's probably why it's stuck to the skin. I've got that now, right?
Turn it off, that's now hot. This is the most important part here. You need to seal this right up. If you don't seal it, as you'll see, the steam escapes and it will take down the cooking time. So you need to spend a good couple of minutes making sure this is...
Have you still got that on the heat? Have you turned it off?
I've just turned it off,
right. So you're literally going right round, so no gaps?
No gaps.
What about there?
No, that's fine, because that's a double layer.
OK.
And it's just really, 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 really tight, OK? Now, as I said, if you can leave it, and then you can hear it bubbling, because it amplifies... Not now, because we'll just turn it off.
Just pretend. Oh, yes. Bubble,
it's bubbling. 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the oven. 200 degrees, gas 6.
So,
2 hours.
So even when it's bubbling, give it a good 5 minutes.
5 minutes, because
to make sure it's right up.
needs to stay in there,
OK.
In there for 2 hours. Don't be able to check it. Sometimes the tendons will pop through. If they do, just recover it with foil.
So don't faff about with it?
No, just leave it. And at the 2 hour mark, you take it out, and you will have probably 2.5 inches of beautiful juice, which you put into a pan. So
all the juices from the turkey have gone into that stock at the bottom, then?
Got on here. So, what I've done is, if you can see that there's all the vegetables here, which we left before. I've tipped off that juice, and I've thickened it, which is just here.
So, so I take my turkey out, use that juice and then thicken it on the top of the hob?
Absolutely.
Boil it up.
And all them beautiful flavours from the veg will come into there. And then I brush it with a bit of oil, turn the oven up to as hot as it will go, whack it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and it will brown beautifully.
Yes, because when you take the foil off, it's a little bit insipid looking, even though it's cooked,
There's no colour whatsoever.
OK.
OK? And then, when it comes out, that bird, wrapped in foil, will keep hot for an hour. So don't panic. Double wrap it in foil, couple of tea towels on, leave it on the side. It'll be beautiful 1 hour later.
And it is really moist. Just want to ask you a question. Sarah says, I've used this Phil's recipe for years. We've only got about 30 seconds. But this year we're having a deboned turkey crown. Can I still cook it using this method?
Yes, you can. Up to around about 4 kilos, it'll take 1 hour 50 to 2 hours. OK, the same method, browning for 15 minutes and it'll keep warm for an hour.
OK.
Wow. OK.
All right.
Well, we've seen how lovely your turkey has turned out.
For more of the same, just click here and don't forget you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.